students, welcome back. We are discussing about the anatomy of eyeball. In the first video, we have discussed about the external layer of the eyeball. The external layer, it is a fibrous layer and it is composed by the sclera and cornea. We have already discussed about this sclera and cornea in the first video. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss about its second layer, which is also known as a uveal tract. So, this uveal tract is composed by the three structures, or it has the three parts. They are the choroid, then the ciliary body and iris. So the middle layer or the uveal tract, it is also known as a vascular layer. This layer is formed by the choroid, the ciliary body and the iris. So first of all, we discuss about the choroid. So the choroid, it is a thin pigmented layer. Anteriorly, it is ends in the ciliary body, whereas posteriorly it is pierced by the optic nerve. So this choroid, it is a thin pigmented layer. It is anteriorly continuous with the ciliary body, whereas posteriorly it is pierced by the optic nerve. It is firmly adhered with the retina inside, whereas it is loosely attached with the sclera by the suprachoroidal lamina. Means in between the sclera and this choroid, there is a one layer which is known as a suprachoroidal lamina, which connects the choroid and sclera, but the choroid is not firmly attached with the sclera, so we can actually peel up the choroid from the sclera, but we cannot separate the choroid from the retina, because in this area the retina and choroid are firmly adhered with each other. So which are the layers of the choroid? So choroid has this different layer. On the most outer side there is a suprachoroidal lamina. Then after that it is a vascular lamina. Then inside the vascular lamina there is a connective tissue and pigmented lamina. Then inside the connective tissue and pigmented lamina there is a choriocapillary, lamina, and finally there is a basement layer, or it is also known as a membrane of Bruce. Okay, membrane of Bruch or the basement membrane. So these 5 layers are combinedly form the choroid. So on the most outer side there is a suprachoroidal lamina. It is also formed by the connective tissue. It is a 3 layer of connective tissue which separate the sclera from the choroid. Okay. Then there is a vascular lamina. Means we have discussed that this middle layer, it is also known as a vascular layer. Okay. And uveal tract. So that's why here in this layer there are the many vessels. Okay. Vessels and their capillaries. So second layer is formed by the vascular lamina. Means here the small vessels, the arteries and veins are present. Then after that there is a connective tissue and pigmented layer. The connective tissue is present in this layer and the pigments are also present in this layer. Then the choriocapillary layer. Means inside that now the vessels are split out in the capillary and this capillary are present in this layer. Then after that there is a basement layer or the membrane of Bruch. This basement membrane or membrane of Bruch is firmly adhered with the retina, and these capillary of the choroid are also supplying the blood supply to the retina. Okay, so if there are the excessive light and it will travel through this retina, so it will be absorbed by the pigments present in the choroid. So they are actually controlling the reflection of the light into the vitreous body, and which is very much important for the clear vision. So it is all about the choroid. Now the ciliary body, it is a dilated part of the uveal tract and it lies just posterior to the corneal limbus. Okay, what is the limbus? We have discussed in the previous video that the limbus is a junction of the sclera and cornea. So the sclero-corneal junction, it is known as a limbus. So this ciliary body is located just posterior to this limbus. Okay, then it is lies in between the choroid and the iris. It means anteriorly it is continuous with the iris and posteriorly it is a continuation of the choroid. In the cut section, this ciliary body, it is triangular in the shape. So let me draw the ciliary body only. Here is the choroid, and after like that. Okay, so this is the choroid and this is the iris, and in between that there is a ciliary body. So this ciliary body in the cut section, it looks like a triangular. Okay, it has a two surfaces. Is this surface, this inner surface, it is known as a vitreal surface. Okay, because it is in the contact with the vitreous body, whereas this outer surface, it is known as a scleral surface because it is in the connection with the sclera. So this is a vitreal surface and the outer is a scleral surface. So this vitreal surface or this internal surface has a two parts. Is posterior part and is anterior part. Okay, it has a two parts, is posterior part and anterior part. So its posterior part, it is a plain, smooth and black in color. So this area, it is known as a pars plana. Okay, we are discussing about is vitreal surface. In the vitreal surface is furtherly has a two parts, the posterior and the anterior part. Okay, this posterior part, it is a smooth and black in color, and it is known as a pars plana. Whereas in its anterior part, there are finger-like projections, and these finger-like projections are known as a ciliary processes. There are about 70 ciliary processes in its anterior part. So the anterior part is rough, and there is the presence of finger-like projections, and these projections are known as the ciliary processes. There are about the 70 ciliary processes. The tip of these ciliary processes are connected or attached with the ligaments, and these ligaments are known as a suspensory ligament. Okay, here you can see the suspensory ligament. Okay, suspensory ligaments, and these suspensory ligaments are finally attached with the lens. Okay, so let me discuss. It is the two surfaces. Its internal surface, it is known as the vitreal surface, and its outer surface, it is the scleral surface. Its vitreal surface has a two parts, the posterior and anterior. The posterior part is plain and dark or black in color, and it is known as the pars plana. Its anterior surface has a finger-like projections which are known as ciliary processes. There are about 70 ciliary processes. The tip of the ciliary processes are attached with the suspensory ligaments, and suspensory ligaments are finally attached with the lens. Now the scleral surface has a muscle fibers, and this muscle is known as a ciliary muscle. This ciliary muscle has a three type of fibers. The most lateral fibers are longitudinal. The most medial fibers are circular, and in between that there are radial fibers. So this muscle is known as a ciliary muscle. Okay, so the ciliary muscle is present on its scleral surface, and it has a three type of fibers. Most laterally there are the longitudinal fibers, most medially there are the circular fibers, and in between that there are the radial fibers. Okay, so what is the main function of this ciliary muscle? So the function of the ciliary muscle is to adjust the lens for the near vision. Means for the near vision, the lens should be more thicker. So when the ciliary muscles are get contracted, then the suspensory ligaments are become relaxed, and when the suspensory ligaments are become relaxed, then the lens is become more thicker, like that. Okay, so the ciliary muscles are supplied by the parasympathetic nerves, and they form one parasympathetic pathway. So this parasympathetic pathway, it is important, and you must have to remember the components of this parasympathetic pathway. So there are the three components of this parasympathetic pathway. They are the Erlanger vestibule nucleus, then the oculomotor nerve, and the ciliary ganglia. Okay, so the ciliary muscles are supplied by the parasympathetic pathway, and this parasympathetic pathway is composed by these three structures. They are the Erlanger vestibule nucleus, oculomotor nerve, and ciliary ganglia. Many times in the examinations, about the aryngel vesicle nucleus is asked. What is the aryngel vesicle nucleus? So it is a component of the parasympathetic pathway which is supplying the ciliary muscle. Okay. Third part of the uveal tract. The third part of the uveal tract is the iris. Here you can see it is the interior-most part of this uveal tract. It is forming a circular curtain with a central opening. It is forming a circular curtain with a central opening, and this central opening is known as a pupil. So by adjusting the size of the pupil, it is actually controlling the volume of light inside the eyeball. Okay. So here, if we will see in the front view, so it is look like that. Here is the eyeball. Okay. Here are the eyebrows. So in this eyeball, this area it is a black, dark color area, and this is a white area. So this white area, it is a sclera, and this black area, it is a cornea. Okay, and in this cornea there is one central opening, and this it is known as a pupil. Okay, now compare this diagram with this diagram. So here there is a cornea. Okay, here there is a sclera. So the whitish part, it is that, it is a sclera. The blackish part is that, this is the cornea, and in the center of the cornea there is an opening, and it is a pupil. So through the pupil you can see the lens. Okay, so by adjusting the pupil, the iris is actually controlling the lights entering into the eyeball. Okay, the iris is placed vertically into this anterior segment of the eyeball. The eyeball has two segments. The part anterior to the lens, this area, it is known as the anterior segment, and part posterior to this lens, it is known as a posterior segment. So in the posterior segment there is a vitreous body, and in the anterior segment there is a aqueous humor. Okay, but this anterior segment is furtherly divided in the anterior chamber and posterior chamber by the iris. Okay, so that it is the anterior segment, this whole structure it is the anterior segment, but due to the presence of the iris, it is divided in the two parts. The part anterior to the iris, it is the anterior chamber, and part posterior to the iris, means in between iris and the lens, it is known as the posterior chamber. Okay, now in the peripheral area, or in the posterior side, the iris is attached with the ciliary body. Here it is attached with the ciliary body, and it is separated by the cornea by angle, and this angle it is known as a angle of anterior chamber. This angle between the iris and the cornea, it is known as a angle of anterior chamber. What? Angle of anterior chamber. Okay, so what is the importance of this angle? So this angle, in this angle, after that there is a you know that area, it is a limbus, corneal limbus. Okay, so in between this ciliary body and corneal limbus there is a canal of Schlemm. What? Canal of Schlemm, and this canal is open due to the angle of the anterior chamber. if the angle of anterior chamber is becomes smaller, so the canal of Schramm is closed, and if the canal of Schramm is closed, so the aqueous humor cannot be drained from the anterior chamber. Okay, so the intraaqueous pressure can be aggravated. So that's why this angle of anterior chamber is important for the clinical anatomy. Okay, then the iris on the posterior side, it is attached with the ciliary body and forming a angle with the cornea. It is known as a angle of the anterior chamber. Okay, now if we draw the iris, its anterior surface, it has a two surface, the anterior surface and the posterior surface. The anterior surface is connected with the anterior chamber and posterior with the posterior chamber. This is the iris. Okay. So here on the anterior side, on this anterior surface, there is a single layer. We will make it bigger diagram, so it will be easy to understand. Okay, so on its anterior surface there is a single layer of mesothelium. What? Single layer of mesothelium. And on its posterior side there is a double layer of darkly pigmented cells. The pigmented cells are present on its posterior surface, and on this posterior surface there is a double layer of pigmented cells. Its main bulb, or this is known as the stroma. The stroma of iris is formed mainly by the connective tissue. Connective tissue present here, and darkly pigmented cells. Some pigmented cells are also present in this area of the iris. Okay, so this is the anatomical components of the iris. So iris has two surfaces, the anterior surface and posterior surface. On its anterior surface there is a single layer of mesothelium, whereas on the posterior surface there is a double layer of the darkly pigmented cells. The stroma or main bulb of the iris is formed by the connective tissue and some pigmented cells. Okay, then the arteries of the arterial circle of iris. So iris has a two arterial circle, the major arterial circle and the minor arterial circle. So here is iris, here is the ciliary body. Okay, so two arteries are forming a arterial circle, and they are the posterior long posterior ciliary artery and anterior ciliary artery. It is a long posterior ciliary artery, and this is a anterior ciliary artery. So these two arteries are combined, are joined here at the root of the iris and form one arterial circle. If we see from the front view, so how it will be look? So from the front view, here is the pupil, okay, and here it is a Corneal area means here radiating, this is the radiating structure, it is the iris. Okay, so it has a two arterial circle. On its peripheral area there is a one arterial circle, and this circle it is known as a major arterial circle. And this major arterial circle it is formed by the large posterior ciliary artery and the anterior ciliary artery. Okay, now from this major arterial circle some branches are radiating to the central area, and in the central area there is forming one other arterial circle, and it is known as a minor arterial circle. Okay, so arteries of the eyes, so the long posterior ciliary artery and the anterior ciliary artery are combined to form a in the peripheral area one arterial circle, and it is a major arterial circle. From this major arterial circle some branches are radiating to the central part and forming the minor arterial circle. Then there are also some muscle fibers and which are forming the sphincter for the sphincter of the iris, which is responsible for the closure and opening of the pupil. So here is a two type of the muscles, the sphincter pupillae and the dilator pupillae muscle. So where is the sphincter pupillae and dilator pupillae? So here is the pupil, and this is the cornea, and here this is the iris. Okay, so here in this area there is a one sphincter, and this is known as a sphincter pupillae, and on its peripheral area there is one other muscle, and it is a dilator pupillae muscle. So it is a sphincter pupillae, and it is a dilator pupillae muscle. So what is the function of sphincter pupillae? Sphincter pupillae is responsible for the closure of the pupil, whereas the dilator pupillae is responsible for the dilatation of the pupil. So sphincter pupillae muscle is a parasympathetic supply, and the dilator pupillae muscle is a sympathetic supply. Because in the parasympathetic condition when we are relaxed, okay, so as like when we are in the drowsy state or we are sleeping, so the pupil becomes closed. Okay, so when the this sphincter pupillae muscle has a parasympathetic supply, whereas dilator pupillae muscle, okay, when we are in the fight or flight condition, okay, so in this condition the sympathetic is active, and the dilator pupillae muscle is doing its work, and the pupil becomes more wider and dilate. Okay, so more light can be reached to the eyeball, and the vision should be more clear. Okay, so here is the two types of the muscle, the sphincter pupillae muscle and the dilator pupillae muscle. So here the iris is also completed. Hope so you may understand this uveal tract. Okay, the three parts of the uveal tract: the choroid, the ciliary body, and the iris. Okay, in the next video we will discuss about the retina, the lens, the aqueous humor, and all that. So thank you, thanks for watching.